Hi everybody!
With Kotobukiya on a roll for Nihon Falcom focused figures, I thought it was about time to make a video on the characters from Falcom's back catalog I'd like to see get the figure treatment from the company. While it will be a Trails heavy list, there will be some East characters and one character from Tokyo Xanadu. If Kotobukiya did do these characters, I would definitely buy them. But before we get into the meat of the video, I want to know what Falcom characters you'd like to see get the figure treatment. And if you can't think of a Falcom character, who would you like from your favorite franchise? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into the video. Laxia is a character I absolutely adore from Ys 8. Her introduction was definitely memorable.
Who's there?
For those who don't know, Laxia von Roxwell is a noble from Garmin. Seriously, what is it with Falcom loving German names? It happens a ton in Trails, and sometimes in Ys. Anyways, Laxia is shown to be sassy, haughty, and aloof, but she attempts to be a dignified individual. Initial meeting with Adol Kristen notwithstanding. I like Laxia because she's a fun character to play as, she's a deep individual, and she's ideal for a dynamic figure. I think Kotobukiya could do a really cool one if they picked her, or they could always choose a certain scene. Either way, Falcom fans would buy it up. Why do I get the feeling I've thoroughly amused my editor with this pick?
Yes, I am. 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 Yes, I am.
Either way, Laxia is a character I like and is actually one of my favorites from not only Ys 8, but the Ys series as a whole. She's actually a character I would really love to see in future games. Also, let's face it, we really don't have too many Ys figures. From what I was able to find, there's a very expensive and detailed one of Fina from Ys Origins, and a few very cheap ones of Adol Kristen. However, if I've missed a few, feel free to correct me in the comments section. Either way, I feel like Laxia would be a good choice overall. Do keep in mind there will be more Ys characters on the list, so I might mention one of your favorites later on, so stick around until the end of the video. Longtime fans of the channel will know I have a thing for short-haired tomboys. That's definitely what Noel Seeker is. She's a cute tomboy with a heart of gold.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of the saga of Sir Simsalot.
Seriously, go and play the crossbow games, and if she doesn't endear you, then you're more of a zombie than me when I don't have any caffeine in my system.
We interrupt this program to give you real-time footage of Colin going to get coffee in the morning. Take it away, future me!
Anyways, Noel's guns would make for a potentially interesting figure, and she is one of the most expressive character portraits Falcom has ever done in the crossbow duology, meaning they'd have a ton of options for the base face and the extra faceplate included with these special editions. Also, let's face it, who doesn't like short shorts? Since this video will likely be out by the time I'm playing Trails into Reverie, just know that I was actually most excited to see Noel's 3D model debut. I imagine she is going to be super fun to use, just like she was in Azure, which, speaking of, when I get done with this video, I'm going to be marathoning that game. On to the next character. Donna is easily one of my favorite characters in gaming. She's incredibly sweet, she's incredibly independent, even though she sometimes is unsure of herself. Also for Ys 8, her gameplay is some of my favorite within that game. While I enjoyed the moments where you get to play as Adol and his crew in the present day, I actually loved playing the past levels with a solo Donna most. Those sections of the game have you platforming as Donna, fighting monsters, and since Donna is exploring those dungeons solo, Falcom introduced different stances for Donna to use for her attacks. So I'd love if Kotobukiya did a model that showcases that. though that is likely too difficult to do. But they could do something unique with Donna as a figure, I just don't know what. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments section. Either way, I feel like she's a great option to be a highly detailed figure and not just a chibi one. Asuka from Tokyo Xanadu is a standout character for me from that game. I'll admit I'm still not very far in Tokyo Xanadu, and it's not that I hate the title. It's just every time I try to get into the game, I get distracted by other things. But Asuka is a cool character to make a figure from. She's cute in the schoolgirl outfit, so that will appeal to a lot of weebs. But she's also a super badass character. She can kick ass and she can take names. So she's yet another character that Kotobukiya could do a ton with. They could even include her stabbing a greed. That would be an incredibly cool figure, especially if they made it a very detailed one. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd really like to see Falcom revisit Tokyo Xanadu in the future. What Tokyo Xanadu characters would you like to see get the figure treatment though? Let me know in the comments. I'll be honest, I absolutely adore the character of Leanne Sandlot, otherwise known as Arianrhod or the Steel Maiden. I have always found her code of honor interesting, plus the armor she wears in her Steel Maiden persona is absolutely gorgeous, and they could do a lot with that for the additional faceplate. You can either have her wearing the helm or Sans helm. Either way, I think it'd make for an absolutely beautiful model, and given how important she is in the Cold Steel arc, especially in 3 and 4, it'd be a nice nod to that. If they do this figure, I imagine she'd be one of the more expensive ones, just for the sheer detail alone. Since we've talked about the Steel Maiden briefly, let's move on to her protege next. While a lot of fans do find Duvalie an absolutely annoying character because of her bratty tsundere demeanor, I have to admit I find her an endearing individual. To me, a lot of her tsundere traits feel forced, like she's trying to come off as cold and uncaring. I definitely think McBurn's laziness does get under her skin a lot, but a lot of her other traits are more because she feels inadequate. Also, I'll admit I love her in either her armored Stahlritter look or in her peasant girl attire we see her in during the events of Cold Steel 4. Either one could make for a cool model. Also, since her character shows a lot of emotions in the scene she's in, the faceplates could be numerous for the more premium edition. I don't have much more to say on the character, so let's move on to another character, also from Trails, who I feel is deserving of a model. I previously mentioned this character as one of my video game waifus, but not on this channel. I did so on my friend Retromania's channel. Link for his video will be in the description, as well as be in a pinned comment. Anyways, I love Juna as a character. She's a bubbly tomboy with a heart of gold. She also has a ton of costumes Kotobukiya could choose for the figure. These range from her Thor's outfit, her outfit that mimics Lloyd Banning's, or even her tennis outfit. Also, given she has her Gunbreaker Tonfa, I feel like she could easily have either a shooting or bashing pose if they were used. Let's just say she could.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop right there, or I swear to God I will call the cringe police. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'll call them. I got them on speed dial. Don't do it.
Or they could also go with her tennis outfit. That'd be cute. Anyways, moving on to my final character for this video. If you've watched my waifus and gaming list, you'll know I absolutely love Laura as a character. She was actually my very first waifu in the Trails universe. I loved how her being on the path of the sword mirrors Rean's. It felt like she was the first lady Rean truly connected with in Class 7. Laura is a beautiful and elegant character, and I feel that could work incredibly well for her as a figure. Kotobukiya could do something cute like her hugging a Mishi plushie, or show her unleashing an S-Craft nuke with Radiant Waltz. Because as cool as it would be, Radiant Lion would be way too detailed for a figure in this price range. So if they released Laura as a figure, I feel like her in her Class 7 outfit would probably be the best option. However, I don't feel like that is possible since the figures released to date have all been wearing their Trails into Reverie outfits, though I will admit Laura would look amazing with her post-graduation outfit. They would just have to use one of her regular, less detailed crafts over her S-Craft. Either way, I know a Laura figure would sell absolute gangbusters because she was one of the more beloved characters from the Erebonian arc, and it's not hard to see why people absolutely love her. I'm thinking of doing a video on why Laura should have been the canonical romance option for Rean. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. So those are just some of the Falcom characters I want to see Kotobukiya turn into figures. What did you think of the list, and who would you like to see made as a figure? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. 2 of my previous videos will be popping up now. One of them is my reaction to the announcement of the Emma Millstein figure. The other is why Emma should have been the canon romance option. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.